And you come along and you post on Craigslist and you try and like trick all these people into thinking like you're gonna pay them and all this stuff, like, and then you run into somebody who actually knows what's going on. Like, I'm not stupid, I just kind of entertain it to see how far you guys are gonna go with it. And you're like, oh shit, like, oh, this guy actually does this. So it is kind of wrong what you're doing.
Yeah, everything you said they already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those...
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Devin Martinez. Hello.
Hello, this is Jason.
Hey Jason, how's it going? What I'm curious about is why you would need to log in remotely on a desktop to access Facebook ad space. That doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah, okay, so Facebook has policies against how many campaigns can be running, and they track by IP address. So we basically need to use your IP address so our ads will go through. So short of going to your home and doing it, which we can't do unless you live in the San Diego area, you got a remote desktop.
Yeah, this is just completely different than the way it works normally.
Normally, I come up against people all the time where they're like, well, I tried this once and Craigslist didn't pay me. But there are a lot of companies that do the same thing we do. It's not widely known unless you're in the marketing field. In my office right now, right down the hall, there's 2 companies that do the same thing we do. So I know there are people who are malicious. We try to combat that, make people know they can trust us. But generally, until they get their first payment, you know, it's all words.
Okay, and what was your guys' company name again?
Click Tech Marketing.
I'm sorry, and how do you spell that?
Click, C-L-I-C-K.
Especially through just text messages and on Craigslist.
You were speaking with Rebecca, is that correct?
You know, I don't know, I didn't get a name.
Okay. Yeah, she's just one of the recruiters, and
what I'm looking up Click Tech Marketing, and I can't find anything. I mean, I found your website for sure, but there's nothing on the website other than the, you know, home services and contact.
So for us, no, we get commission. We are hired by Click Tech. For them, they're not even hired. They're just.
But you're not a Click Tech office. I mean, you guys say you're a Click Tech office or whatever company it is, but you guys may have a suite somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're based out of San Diego, so I'm sitting in our office in San Diego right now.
So when you search Click Tech, they probably have an SEO person that, you know, does a decent job. So websites from San Diego show up, but there is no Click Tech in San Diego. You have a suite in San Diego, maybe.
Yeah, we definitely have a suite. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they did the website. We don't have like a SEO side. I'm not even sure that, because what we do, while it's an important part of our business, it's like trying to figure out the best way to describe it. It's not their business.
The part that looks a little bit shady to me is the fact that it's on Craigslist. I got a text message from a phone number. Nobody told me their name. They're saying they're going to pay on PayPal like 24 hours later. And I know that that's not how it works.
All right, how does it work in your knowledge again?
Usually there's some formalities as far as portfolio getting sent back and forth. People aren't going to pay for just anyone's profile. You know what I mean? Like, there is some in-depth research in regards to who you're getting contacted by and everything like that. A real marketing company would have already filtered out who potential, we'll just say, figuratively speaking, billboards would be. You know what I mean? Like, they're not just going to put money out into like high volume just to post on like anybody's profile.
Yeah, we don't do anybody's.
You kind of do. You put up Craigslist ads. And they were willing to go through the process with me without even knowing anything about me. You're basically saying you're going to pay people $100 and you're going to go in and do the work. The only thing they have to do is give you their info.
Yeah, well, the only thing you have to do is let us remote in, and then if they are eligible, then we can go ahead and create the page. But all the time, I mean, today...
So you would log in without even knowing if they're eligible or not?
No, well, yeah, log in to Splashtop, yeah. Generally, the first time I make contact with them, I would ask, like, okay, do you have over 100 friends? How long have you had your Facebook? But people lie all the time, they just want money.
This is kind of what I think. I think you guys are scamming a little bit. You're not even calling through a real number.
No, because people call this number at any time of the day. We have people across the United States, and I don't need them calling my personal phone. I have a family of my own. I have a 3-year-old. I don't even call me at 2 o'clock in the morning about some ad they saw on Craigslist. That was the issue a lot of us were running into when we first started. So, no, I silence this number as soon as I get home.
No, but then how do you guys get, like, actual company clients then? How do you get, like B2B?
Completely different department than me.
I don't think there is a department.
Yeah,
Even the contact on this, like, website is just, it's only email. There'd be no other way for a company to even find you. Like, even on LinkedIn, there's nothing about this company.
Alright, well, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I haven't looked into that side. I just know that we're running ship here. I don't know. If there wasn't any companies, I don't know how they would afford where we're at right now or afford to pay us. So, I don't know, man. I get it if you're not comfortable, and I'm not trying to twist your arm or anything. So, I would just pass on this opportunity, and that's perfectly fine.
All right,
I don't
man.
think that we're doing anything wrong, though.
I think you are. I think you are. You know why? Because there's a lot of people that are actually very good at what they do in regards to marketing using social, and you are a scammer who comes along and basically puts a bad name and rap on the rest of the people that actually do this for work. You do understand that, right? You do understand that, right?
No,
Like, there are some real marketing people out there, and you come along and you post on Craigslist and you try and, like, trick all these people into thinking, like, you're gonna pay them and all this stuff, like, and then you run into somebody who actually knows what's going on. Like, I'm not stupid. I just kind of entertain it to see how far you guys are gonna go with it, and you're like, oh shit, like, oh, this guy actually does this. So it is kind of wrong what you're doing.
Yeah, I wish I could see. I know there are companies who will work with a single company. My company is broken into basically 3 parts, and I'm one of them, so I don't.
When you say your company, you mean the group of people that you work with. You call it your company, but it's not your company because you, first of all, you said you work for ClickTech Marketing, which you don't work. That's not a real company. Okay, that's a front. Whoever did the website has, like, decent SEO experience because it relates to San Diego, so it aligned with what you were saying earlier. And you guys just do a bunch of high volume posts on Craigslist or whatever, different cities, and you have no contact info or anything leading back to you guys, and you're just trying to basically log in remotely to people's desktops for whatever reason. I don't know. I wouldn't even let it get that far. And long story short, you guys are putting a bad rap for the people that actually do this for work, because you're not marketing people.
I'm not a marketer, and I don't know what the guys who run our ads.
You're basically a guy that just wants to get people's login info. So you're not a marketing guy. You don't work for Splashtop. You don't work for ClickTech. You're an independent contractor. Your job is to try and contact people and get them to download a software so that you guys or whoever else can log into their computer remotely.
I'm not an independent contractor.
But that's your job, right? So regardless of the technicalities and the title, that's your job, right?
My job is to create the fan pages. I'm not one of the people who go and look for people. I just have people looking for people for me. I spend most of my day just creating fan pages. Honestly, the only reason I have time for this phone call right now is because we just got a meeting. I didn't schedule anyone for after it. But this conversation is interesting for me because...
Yeah, I'm going to throw it out there on my social media. I really don't think this is good what you guys are doing. And
yeah, that's fair.
hopefully you guys stop doing this.
Okay. Alright, yeah.